Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, and it is Real Talk Wednesday. Well, it's football season, so let's talk about football for a minute. In football, there's something we call man-to-man coverage, and it's all about matchups, offense, defense, special teams. And so we're looking for mismatches. But a lot of times when a defense comes out and they're running what we call man coverage, that means we think we match up well with your receivers, tight ends, whatever the case may be. I saw at the beginning of the season, a team came out against a very ranked opponent, and they said, we're going to run man-to-man coverage. And every time those wideouts released and ran vertical, which just straight up the field, they just couldn't run with them. And so they scored pretty quick and then pretty often. Well, finally, it's like the light came on, and they said, we don't match up as well as we'd hoped to, and so we need a little help over the top. And so a lot of times they use what we call a cover one, which is a deep safety, and that safety, he's going to help over the top. And so a lot of times he's going to float to the side that needs the most help. But see, as men in pride, we want to say, I match up. I don't need any help. I got this. It's 28-0. You've been beat 4 times, but yet you've got this. That doesn't make any sense, but that is men. We want to believe we don't need any help. Don't need help. And it's funny, let's be real. Churches are the same way. I see this a lot of times even in men's groups. You know, we just recently, we went and spoke at LD Bell, and what I love about Coach Glaze is he immediately reached out to Rock Bottom Outreach and said, hey, I want help investing in our kids. Because a lot of times we're territorial. It's a pride thing. Church is the same way. You know, we really pray to get into more and more men's groups to share this message. To say God did not design us to run man-to-man coverage every day. Man-to-man meaning this. Me versus my struggles without any help at all. We're not designed that way. Let me tell you why. God's word in the book of Proverbs 27:17, and it says, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. Gentlemen, when you rub 2 pieces of iron together and it sharpens, we make each other better. You know, again, we're talking about matchups. And so the enemy scouts you. He knows your weakness. He knows your tendencies. And you know what? He's going to expose you every time, every time. But you know what? You'd rather struggle. You'd rather lose everything without asking a brother for help and to say, man, I'm struggling. Men's groups, I'm saying this again, is to say, don't be so afraid to say, man, we have some struggles going on internally. We could use some help. Hey, come and share this very message. We just did this in Irving. And afterwards, they were still talking about it. God is raising up a group of strong men, but understand, no one can do it alone. We need each other. I don't know where you go to church. I don't know what you do. But God did not design you to walk out this journey by yourself. You got to learn to ask for a little help from the top. Not over the top, but from the top. Because you know what? You'll get burned all day long, and you still can't figure it out. And here's the deal. You got to drop that ego, baby. You got to drop that pride and say, you know what? Satan's wearing me out. I need some help. Real talk. Back in before 08, I knew I was struggling. I didn't know what to do. I had too much pride to ask for help. But then it was too late, and I certainly lost on the school board. But to now, we're trying to coach a message to the men, women also. We need accountability. You need accountability. Again, God designed us this way. It's time to get outside your man-to-man coverage that you can't handle the enemy by yourself and ask your brother and say, hey, right here, help me over the top because I'm getting whooped, baby. Have a great day. Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. Have a really amazing Wednesday. Bam.